Alrighty. He says wait in the dirt lot until he calls me. Must be the dirt lot. Rain. We're okay. You were clean. You were clean overnight, big girl. That's about it. You're cuddling with me. You don't even know it, but you're cuddling with me. He's trying to push me out of the bed, but he's really cuddling. He just doesn't know it. We are in Vernon. Vernon? Is it Vernon? Is it Vernon? We are in Vernon, Texas right now, which is right on the Texas-Oklahoma border. We're getting unloaded from a load of pork that I had in the trailer. Seems to be going okay. It's a packing plant, so you got some weight. That's all. You got some weight. That's all there is to it. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. After this, we're going to run over to the truck stop. We are going to let Opie run around in the grass that we found in our last video. I think I might have found some better grass for him. And then we're going to start heading north. We're heading for Dodge City, Kansas. That seems to be the issue sometimes. You grab a great paying load out of home, but all you can find are reloads that are questionable, and you have to drive 275 miles to get them. Not like the grass back home, is it? Yeah, it's a little thin. Well, they don't have the dirt we have back home. I do understand that. I do understand. I bet this truck stop is at least 50% Iowa trucks. Come on, watch out for the glass. There's a lot of Iowa trucks down here. I recognized that earlier today when the sun came up and I was looking around. A lot of Iowa. Come on, open. It's pork. Come on, over here. Come here, over here. You guys got plenty of beef down here. Back home in Iowa, we got plenty of pork to give to you. Peanut butter sandwich is made, dog watered, we're ready to roll. If all goes right, this trip should be a pretty... This trip should be a pretty drive. I see we go through a couple grasslands and a couple forests, so it should be a nice pretty drive. We're stopped, of course, a couple times because we go about 150 miles with Oak, then we stop. But it's going to be 2 lanes, so it'll probably just be based every 2 hours we're stopped kind of thing. Every hour, hour and a half, 2 hours we're stopped. But it should be pretty at least. Well, I'm struggling. I'm trying not to make myself a liar here. We haven't found much pretty yet. Off to our east is some beautiful hills. They almost look like mountains when you're out here on the flats. And at one point we were aiming right for them, and I was thinking, this is going to be beautiful. Then the road curved to the left. We went away from them. Then it curved to the right, and I'm like, awesome. And about the time I was just looking over at them, enjoying the beauty, zoom! I blew right past my churn. I yelled back to Opie, that sign say 283? He goes, yep, Dad, sure did. So then we had to pull a U-ball, go back to 283, and it took us completely away from the pretty over there. If you caught the last video I put out, we were on just a 2-lane flat similar to this, and I was making the comment of how beautiful it was. I think it's just because the lack of traffic and the time of day it was. This stretch isn't horrible. Oh, look at that, Texas Longhorns. There, that made up for it. It probably didn't come across this camera much, but it made up for it. I was just going to say, literally, I was just going to say, there sure isn't much cattle on this road. Just got to find the pretty, or find it. Sayre, S-A-Y-R-E, Oklahoma, just off of Interstate 40. Flying J. Gonna have to break out the tripod if I plan on doing any more little still shots like that. I got the case of the shakes today. Too much caffeine. If anybody is in need of a urine sample for any upcoming drug tests or whatnot, I can see probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 samples sitting on the ground here. You could come by and probably take some off their hands. It must have been a drug testing truck had an accident or something and spilled them. It's too bad. I wonder if he knows he dropped his load. Dad, were you trying to be funny again? Yeah, I am. It doesn't work. You should stop. Yeah, I know. Opie said he wanted a cheeseburger, so I ran over and grabbed him one. I got him a shake too if he wants it. That excuse works with my dad. You guys let my dad get away with that excuse, saying that it's for me or somebody else. You best let that excuse work for me too. Opie would love this shake if I give it to him. He knows I got him something at the Sonic up the road. He knows I got him something. He won't leave my side. He just keeps following me around until we get back to the truck. We are in Shattuck, Oklahoma right now. And if you were to drive to the top of that hill right over there, you'd probably be in Texas. We're right, you know where the the panhandle of Oklahoma is? We're basically right here in the panhandle, you know, that little nub right there, this little nub right there. You got it? Trip's going good so far. I did kind of stop, take a nap here. It's a short nap. I'm assuming it's going to storm here because my mom called. And if mom calls and my truck is sitting still, that means it's gonna rain. Mom, it's rain or live. You're in Oklahoma. It could be tornadoes. Yeah, Mom, you are right. I'm not gonna argue with you, Mama. We're gonna get back onto Highway 283 here and get some trucking in after I give Opie his little snack. Unfortunately, 283 is it's really bad. We found our pretty that we were looking for. Unfortunately, I don't think I can use an ounce of it because the road's just too rough. It's a very rough road. It are smoothing out the closer we get up to does it smoothen out closer we get to Dodge City? I can't remember. I hope so. We got 100 miles left. And I do not want to do this for 100 miles. I truly am sorry, Canada. That highway through hell you all got up there, it's mislabeled. This is truly the highway through hell. It never ends. It never really gets smooth either. The true highway through hell. Oklahoma. Coming to Discovery Channel next year. Remember, I'm a dork. I know this. You don't have to tell me this. Oh, it'd be okay maybe if it's smoothing out a little bit. I wish I could say I was moving that much. The camera. Just please. We're in another town. I have no clue what this town is named. We have 23 miles left. 23 miles left. We can do this. We can do this. I'm telling you, Oklahoma, you gotta come up to Iowa and get some good ice cream. You gotta stay in here for just a little bit longer. We'll go over to our normal spot to let you run, okay? I gotta do this. Alright, so we can't say negative on that. Once we got to Kansas, the road turned to glass. Baby but smooth. It was quite delightful to drive on. It wasn't all mind numbing. There was one section in there. I pushed record on the camera, but I'm not too sure if it's actually going to be usable because it was in a pretty rough part of the road. It was all pretty rough. But there was parts of it that did have a little bit of pretty to it, and then the other parts were like you were driving on the moon, man. Which at that point there wasn't any traffic, so those are pluses. I think the biggest thing was it was 275 miles and 7 hours time, and probably about at least 20 small towns that wanted you to go all the way down to 25, if not 30 miles per hour. The kind of stuff I usually love. And you know what? Let's quit belly aching about it and say that that was a good drive. I just had the wrong attitude going into that drive. Yeah, I just had the wrong attitude. It really wasn't that bad. I was all prepared to get on here and tell you it was horrible. Oh my gosh, over dramatic. No, it wasn't. That place right over there is where we're gonna go drop this trailer off, and we're gonna hook onto a loaded trailer. I'm letting Opie get out of the truck. I'm letting Kurt get out of the truck. We're gonna walk around into this nice grass here and just relax for about 30 minutes, I think, before we go over there, because I kind of get frustrated when I'm over there, so I need to go over there at like a whoosh-all kind of mind. Yeah, they're gonna have to pull that one out. I'll explain later. Alright, we have a nice light load sitting at 38,000 pounds of beef trimmings bound for South Sioux City, Nebraska. What was going on back there is where their drop pad is. A drop pad is where it's just a concrete line where our dollies on our trailers can sit on. Well, that's there, but then where the truck's back under, they don't add gravel or grade it at all, so the truck tires keep digging and digging and digging. So the trailer was far, far too high. And, well, sometimes landing gear doesn't crank down when it's older. Or I'm sorry, when it's loaded, it does not crank down. So this landing gear wouldn't crank down. And I didn't feel like taking an air valve off the truck and cranking the truck up. So we went ahead and just found a shag truck, had them pull it out to level ground, and then there was no problem, hooked up and ready to roll. Every one of those is loaded. We eat a lot of beef in this country.